What's going on, folks? You're watching The Hungry Handgunner. I'm Nick, and today I'm going to do a video topic that I've been wanting to do for a while. A few people have asked me about, and it's going to be a little bit of a combination of things. So we're going to be going over my top 5 handguns. These are going to be my favorite handguns that I own, and at the same time, kind of a recommendation. And if it's something that I recommend, I'll go into why. So we'll start things off with the Glock 19 or 19X. Go ahead and drop the mag, and I will show you guys that it is clear. Because you guys do freak out over that. So this one's dirty. Go ahead and show you the muzzle there. It's all black and stuff. I've been shooting it inside that CAA MCK conversion kit. You guys know that have seen those videos. It does redirect the blast back onto the gun. So it's a little dirty. Needs a bath. But Glock 19 or 19X or whatever. I don't have a regular 19 at this point. I was going to pick up one of the Glock 19 MOSs here soon, but these guns, the aftermarket support for them, they are kind of the gold standard for this size configuration, particularly the 19. It's got a little bit longer grip. For you guys that don't know, the 19X is basically a Glock 17 grip with a 19 slide. So full-size grip, compact slide. And these guns are awesome. They are great for carry. They're reliable. There's a lot of aftermarket support for them. If you're just getting into handguns, Glock 19 or 19X, these are good guns to get. Your Glock 19 holsters, for the most part, will fit your 19Xs, so there's that. It seems like everybody makes a holster for the Glock 19, so that's that one. Next gun on the list is going to be a little controversial. It's going to be my SIG Emperor Scorpion Fastback. Drop the mag on that one and show you that it's clear so the YouTube range safety officers don't freak out. 1911s are one of those guns that I love and I hate all at the same time. They can be finicky, they can be super picky on ammo, especially hollow points, and I feel that in today's world of compact, double stack, 9mm, things like that, that these are, I mean, they are obsolete. That being said, just because something is obsolete doesn't mean that it's still not useful. So it is a good gun. I absolutely love this Emperor Scorpion Fastback. It's got that nice rounded grip on there. I'll put a card up in the corner for the review on this guy. Awesome gun. Love it. It's super accurate. Very nice trigger on it. Yeah, great gun. Now, as far as my recommendations go, if you're going to have more than just, you know, a defensive handgun, you're starting to get into shooting as a hobby, I do think you owe it to yourself to get a reputable 1911. They can be a lot of fun to shoot, especially if you get, like I said, a reputable brand that's got a good reputation for reliability and things like that. Then they are a lot of fun to shoot. It is a neat piece of American history as far as the design goes. So, great gun. Go to the next one. Now, I can't possibly do a top 5 video without mentioning a revolver of some sort. So you guys that have watched the channel for a while know that I absolutely love this gun. This is my Ruger GP100 357 mag 7-shot with a 4.2 inch barrel. She's clear. So it is a phenomenal gun. I have shot this a lot. As you might be able to see the ring around the cylinder, but it is a great gun, a lot of fun to shoot, very accurate and very versatile. 357 Magnum is just a phenomenal handgun cartridge in my opinion. So the reason I'm going to recommend this one, if you are any type of outdoorsman whatsoever and you live somewhere where you don't have to worry about things like moose and brown bears, a 357 mag is probably going to be plenty of power. So getting something like this to take with you on your backwoods excursions, not a bad idea at all, especially with a barrel of like 4 inches or longer. When you go shorter barrels, you do start losing some velocity, so I'll leave that up to you. But the Ruger GP100, it's built like a tank. I've had zero issues with it. You can run some pretty hot ammunition through here and be just fine. It's also very heavy, so 40 ounces, it does soak up a lot of that recoil, makes it pleasant to shoot. And the ability to shoot .38 special when you're out, you know, just playing around on the range or whatever, is also a very nice feature with these guns. So yeah, it's going to be my number 3. Now, number 4 on my list, I have a bit of a bittersweet history with. It's going to be the Beretta M9, the Beretta M9 or 92, any design variant similar to this. I've got a very interesting, it's clear, very interesting history with these guns. So my first exposure to this style of firearm was in the military, shooting a clapped out Beretta M9 and trying to qualify on it despite having virtually no experience shooting a double action semi-automatic. So right from the get-go, I was not very fond of these guns. As time went on and I started learning how to actually shoot them, I would actually go to a civilian gun range near where I was stationed and rent one. They had gun rentals, and rent a Beretta 92 to get better at it so that my qualification scores would go up. Now, somehow or another, I still ended up qualifying expert every time I qualified with the pistol, which I think says more about the Navy's marksmanship standards for handguns than it does my ability to shoot these, because when I first started shooting it, I did not do very well in my opinion. As time has gone on though, I've actually become very fond of the double action, single action style of handgun, and this gun is a lot of fun to get out here on the range. It's very accurate, especially with the single action trigger. Yeah, it's just a fun gun to shoot. So I haven't done any work to this. It is a bone stock Beretta M9, and despite being a older design by today's standards, very, very relevant. Guys like Ernest Langdon with Langdon Tactical, they recommend the Beretta 92 series. This style of gun is still a very popular choice of firearm. So if you're going to get into handguns for collecting, picking up an M9 might be pretty cool, even though they've started phasing them out as the official sidearm of the military. And even if you're not, the Beretta 92 series, if you guys have watched Die Hard or anything like that, they're very iconic guns and very, very reliable. So yeah, there's number 4. Now my number 4 selection is a very nice segue into my number 5. Now I kind of feel bad for including this because this is my most recent gun purchase, and I was trying to have an honest conversation with myself about how honest I'm actually being about this, you know, if it's just the novelty or if it really is the gun. And honestly guys, my CZ P01 Urban Grey is hands down quickly becoming one of my favorite firearms. We'll go ahead and drop the mag and lock the slide to the rear. I'll show you guys that it is clear. It is dirty as well. I have been shooting it. As I was saying about double action, single action guns, we'll take the light off so you guys can. It's not a very big gun. It's 16+1 capacity. Double action, single action is really growing on me, and this gun is just a joy to shoot, either double action or single action. So I'm having a bit of a love affair here recently with CZ's pistols, especially. Now they're all metal guns, and I've actually have been carrying this gun. So reliability's been excellent. Double action, single action, I like. I'm actually going to do a separate video on advantages of a DASA gun for carry versus a striker gun. The ergonomics on the CZ 75 series guns have a very good reputation for just really melting into your hand, and these compact variants are no different. Now, like I said, this is the Urban Grey. They do have a regular P01, which is going to have some lower sights and a non-threaded barrel and be black instead of the gray finish. So very quickly becoming my favorite 9mm that I own. It is very accurate, soft recoiling. You know, the CZs ride with the slide down inside the frame, so that's very nice. Gets that bore axis down lower. Awesome guns for sure, and looks are subjective, but I absolutely find this gun to be positively beautiful. So that's going to be my number 5. I will recommend this one cautiously though. Keep in mind it is still fairly new to me. I've got almost 1,000 rounds to it at this point, I think, with no issues, but that's a fairly low round count for me, especially for a gun that I'm carrying. So stay tuned on that. Now I do have a couple runner-ups that are going to be guns that I enjoy and I think highly of, but I'm not quite ready to recommend them without a couple caveats. So I got 2 runners-up. We'll go ahead and get started on that. First place runner-up pistol is going to be the FN57. Go ahead and drop the mag. We're going to need that in a second because I want to talk about it. Gun is clear. So the FN57 is a phenomenal pistol. Very innovative, very lightweight, 20+1 mag capacity with the standard mags, and then you can go up to 30+1 with the aftermarket mags. So I'm going to stick this in my cargo pocket here for a second, and we'll look at the mag. So part of what makes this gun so innovative and so groundbreaking for what it is the cartridge itself. Now, it wasn't originally designed as a handgun cartridge. It was designed as a PDW cartridge. So there you see, if you guys haven't seen it before, it is a 5.7 diameter by 28 in length bottlenecked cartridge. So it was designed for the P90, which has seen some adoption by, I think, militaries and law enforcement, and it does very well out of a longer barrel. It does have some of the cartridge or projectiles that they load in these cartridges do have some armor-piercing capabilities. Not really what we can get here stateside on a commercial basis, but the round is very light. It's about a 40 grain projectile in most cases. They do have some light 27 grain hollow points, things like that. It is a zippy little round. It has some pretty good ballistics, even the stuff that we can get here, and it's a very flat shooting round. So when you're shooting this gun, there's very little muzzle flip or anything like that. It's very easy to keep on target. It is pretty loud, I will say that. Now, my caveat for recommending these guns, or this gun, is going to be the cost of ammo. If that's not an issue for you, then sure, go run and pick one of these up. They're awesome. For most normal people, though, I like to kind of steer people towards handguns where ammo is readily available and readily affordable to go out and practice with. Going to the range once or twice a year and shooting 50 rounds, yeah, it's better than not going at all, but it's not really training. And if that hurts your feelings, sorry, but it's true. So trying to train with the 5.7 to the same standards and the same frequency that I train with my 9mm or even a 45, it's not going to be affordable for me, and I would argue most people probably aren't, as I do spend more on ammunition than a lot of my friends do. So with that in mind, it's a cool gun. It's a neat gun because of its portrayal in different video games and things like that. You get together with some friends that have never seen one, let alone shot one. It's a cool gun to get out and let them shoot. As a defensive firearm, it's big. It's a full-size gun. It's definitely in the duty gun size frame. It is very comfortable in the hand. It's very lightweight, and because a lot of things are steel reinforced, so they're actually polymer with steel where it counts. And you got the rail. You do have a safety disconnect, or magazine safety disconnect, so if the magazine's not in, the gun's not going to fire. And you have an interesting manual safety placement. So all this stuff's in the full review that I've done on these guns, so you can watch those if you want to learn more. I should have been putting cards up there, but cool gun. I just can't get behind it because of the ammo price. And now we'll go to the second runner-up. Now I've got some good news about my second runner-up place, or second place runner-up gun. The only caveat to this gun will be remedied with time. So what we have is my CZ P10C, no mag in it right now, and it is clear. So you guys that have been following me for a little while know that I was blown away when I picked this thing up. I had been carrying a Glock, and then within a few weeks of shooting this and seeing the reliability and actually shooting this gun better within a couple weeks than I was doing with my Glocks, which I have been shooting for years and thousands of rounds, this gun actually earned a place in my carry holster. So very cool gun, very ergonomic, very value-minded. You get a lot of the same features in this gun and then some for less money than a comparable Glock, which is really what this thing is designed to compete with. It's very obvious when you start tearing into this gun that it was designed to go head-to-head with the Glock 19, and I think it does so wonderfully. 9mm, so it's reasonably priced to practice with, cheap to practice with. Great ergonomics, great reliability, awesome trigger, probably the best striker fire trigger that I have ever had the pleasure of shooting. Yeah, phenomenal trigger. Great ergonomics, if I already said that, sorry, and came from the factory with night sights. Mine did anyway. So the only caveat to why I wouldn't recommend this gun is just time. It hasn't been out all that long, so comparatively speaking, I would give it more time, see if any issues pop up, although we're getting close to kind of where it should be evident if things are going to start happening. People that have them love them, myself included. CZ did a lot right with this gun. This is actually the gun. This was my second CZ, and this is the one where everything just kind of clicked, and I was like, yep, I need more of these. So even as somebody going to a DASA gun for carry instead of the striker, I am still blown away every time I shoot this gun. It's just, if I had to recommend a compact or mid-size double stack 9mm striker fired gun, I'm going to steer people to this all day long. By all means, try different guns out, but especially if somebody says, hey, you know, I tried shooting the Glock, that grip angle or that ergonomics, that it just didn't work for me, I would absolutely advise them to try one of these. I love this gun. So that should wrap it up. This isn't an all-inclusive list of my favorite guns. This is just the top 5. So I'm going to start doing more of these. So you guys have been asking for different things. So I'll try to get these sorts of videos out to you guys. I really appreciate you watching. Did want to do another PSA. We are creeping up slowly but surely on that 1,000 subscriber mark, and I am doing that giveaway. Once we hit 1,000 subs, I'm going to release a video. Like, comment, subscribe on that particular video, and you'll be entered to win. If you've already subscribed, then you're already in. But if you like and comment that particular video, I will pick from somebody that commented, and one of the lucky commenters will be the winner of the Heritage Manufacturing Rough Rider 22 mag combo pistol that I'm going to be giving away. I've got a pretty cool idea for how we're going to select the winner, and that will be its own video. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you might get a free gun. Hit that subscribe button. So thank you for watching. Stay safe. Keep shooting. I'll see you next time.